Nice to see you. Glad you made it to FiddleHed Fiddle Lessons. Now I'm going to show you ways you can add variation to a tune called the Irish Washerwoman. I already did a basic version on that video, and so if you don't know the tune, go to the link below in the comments field and learn that first. Just get the basic tune down, because in this video I'm just going to show you the little extra diddly-doos that I added to it. Alright, so I'm just going to play the tune and then talk about what I added to the basic version afterward and show it to you slowly. Alright, so the main kind of thing I add to the basic version, well, no, a big thing I've added is this rhythm. So taking a triplet and adding 2 16th notes to the second note. If you just get that down, I should do a separate video on that, but if you just get that down, you can bring any jig to life, you know, like Kesh jig or something. So anyway, not to get sidetracked. So going back to Irish Washerwoman, the basic first phrases. So I added. Alright. That's it. We're going to use that rhythm elsewhere as well. Another thing you can do is add a double stop on top of that with the open G. As far as double stops go, kind of easy. If you don't know double stops yet, then it would be hard, of course. Then after that, I did a turn on this part. So instead of doing this, again, I'm assuming you know the basic version pretty well. So instead of doing that, I do. So you'll have to learn turns for that. I have a separate video on turns and another one on grace notes and so forth. So, but slowing that down is. That's a turn. So doing it more quickly. Here it is. Cool. Alright, so we have. Let's put it together. And do that again. You could add a double stop like the open D or 3 on D. Alright, I think you get the idea. It's kind of an advanced thing, but give it a try. Again, I have a pretty good video on turns that I'll put a link to below. So the next part is really similar additions. Exact same types of additions. So I'm not going to go over it too much more. Third chord is the same as the first. On this part, it sounds nice to do it. Put the double stop, the 3 across D and A. and then ending with. I think I do another turn there. You could do a little slide. I didn't actually do that when I showed it to you first, but you could do a slide with a 3. I'll take this moment to say what I always say in these videos about adding variation, that these are just some ideas I came up with. They're just suggestions, things I like to do, and so just use it or don't use it, or maybe use a little bit of it, whatever's useful to you, okay? Nothing authoritative here. So, that's pretty much what I added on the A part. I'm going to do it very slowly and then show you the B part additions. So we have. B part, basic version starts. So all I did in the one I opened with was just sort of like I added a little swing to it. So instead of, I extend the first note and shorten the second note. Very subtle addition. All right. Next piece. Same thing. So the whole first quarter. If you make it even faster, what I just did, and quicker, it almost sounds like a cool like grace note flutter. But whatever works, play around with that idea. So a lot, you can subtle things, you can vary the rhythmic phrasing of tunes. And now we're going to go the basic version of the second quarter. Actually, this is the third quarter. Was that. So I could just add that rhythm I showed to you earlier. You may not want to do that every time. I mean, you may just get tired of it. I mean, I don't play the tunes exactly the same every time anyway. I think most fiddlers would say the same. You could do something that would be kind of like simplifying it from the original version. I like to think in terms of subtraction sometimes and doing like something even simpler than the original. It's just kind of a nice breather from you playing a lot of notes. So we're going on. Doesn't that sound nice? Just get kind of like, especially if it's faster, take away some notes, subtract some notes. So that would be another strategy. Then the opposite strategy would be to add notes. So play around with both those ideas, adding and subtracting. The last quarter is the same as the fourth quarter of the A part. So there you go, you have the whole thing. I'm just going to leave it at that. Play around with those ideas. Maybe I'll do the whole fourth quarter slow so you can kind of play along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That last bit. it'll slide to end. A nice ending might be to just hold this and for the dissonance and slide the 3 up. I like doing stuff like that. All right, there we go. Now I think we're done. Kitty! What's up, buddy? Thanks for watching. See you soon.
Thanks for watching.